Want to write cold emails that actually get responses? In this tutorial, I will show you how to personalize your outreach using Perplexity AI and ChatGPT, crafting emails that stand out and feel tailor-made just in minutes. Let us dive in and transform your cold email game. Check out the links in the description if you would like to get all the resources. Use it to build this automation. Tools we need to set up this automation are make.com to automate the workflows. You can create a free account with Make. With free account, you will get 2 free active scenarios and 1000 free operations. That is sufficient for creating this automation workflow. Here is their pricing plans page. They have different tiers of subscriptions. We have annually and then we have monthly subscriptions here. Under this, we have free tier and then there is a core, there is a pro, and there is Teams subscriptions. Make.com is a powerful no-code automation tool. Next, we will need Perplexity AI API key. I made a separate video with the title How to Create API Key for Perplexity AI. You can refer to the link in the video description. Google Sheets, we will be using this to store details about the leads. ChatGPT with OpenAI API key, we will use ChatGPT to generate AI personalizations. I made a separate video with title How to Create OpenAI API Key. You can refer to the link in the video description. You can also use any other alternate AI large language model such as Claude AI. Make sure you have some credit balance in all your API key accounts. Gather all above details beforehand so that you can make automation without interruption. Download the resources I provided in the description before you start building the automation. Using the template provided will save you a lot of time compared to building it from scratch. You should also be having the lead list that needs to be enriched with personalization in Google Sheet file. This is the Google Sheet that we are going to use that contains the lead information. I kept one row just for demonstration purpose. Here you see we have a personalization column that is blank. We will use the automation to fill this column. The Google Sheet will also have other lead information columns such as first name, last name, website, LinkedIn profile, URL. This will be a simple workflow. It will have several modules in the scenario, but the scenario itself is a simple one. Let us look at the process flow here and the steps involved to accomplish that. First, we will have this Google Sheet that contains the lead information and also a personalization column that will be filled with the workflow automation. This Google Sheet file will be read. Then we will use ChatGPT to gather key information about the lead. Then we will use Perplexity AI to do the research about the company. Then we are going to use HTTP scrape module to get information about the company by providing the URL to the HTTP module, which will fetch all the website data into our scenario. Then we will analyze the company data from revenue perspective. Then we will use all this information that we found out to enrich the lead. Here we will use ChatGPT to do the enrichment. Finally, we will update the personalization column in the Google spreadsheet, which is determined by the ChatGPT module. To start working with the Make template, first log into your Make account by clicking this login button. Here I am logged into my Make account. This is the dashboard you will see when you log into your Make account. Click on this create a new scenario, then click on these 3 dots, then click on this import blueprint, then click on the choose file. Navigate to the directory where you saved the template file and then select the file FBS AI personalization and click on this open button. Once the file is selected here, click on this save button. You can see that the model has been imported. First module is the leads Google Sheets module. We use this module to supply the information about the lead. We are using the watch new rows module. This will watch for new rows in the Google Sheet and then trigger this entire workflow scenario. Click on the module to configure it. If you already created a connection, it will be available for selection in this drop down box. Else you will see create a connection option here, and once you click on that, you will see this create a connection dialog box pop up. You can give any name here for the connection. Click on this sign in with Google button and follow the prompts to allow Make to connect to your Google account. You will see this dialog box once the connection is established successfully. You can see here I am already connected to my Google account. For search method, we will be using search by path, and the drive we are using my drive. Make sure the Google Sheet I provided is uploaded into your my drive location. Then you can click in this field so that it will get refreshed and you will be able to select the file AI personalization underscore demo. Then the sheet name is AI personalization. There's no need to change that. Our sheet contains the column names. So table contains headers is set to yes, and row with headers we have given the range of the columns. Then limit we have specified just 1. This is the maximum number of results to be worked during one execution cycle. If you give 10, then it will pick up 10 results from the Google Sheet. For the demo purpose, we have specified just 1. Then click on this OK button. Now we can do a small test to see how it is working. It's a good idea to keep testing the workflow as we build to make sure we are getting the expected result. To do that, right click here and select the unlink option. You can see we have disconnected the rest of the modules from the first module so that we can run just the first module. Click on this run once button. We can see the module ran successfully. We're able to see the output here. Let us close this one. You can also see the output by clicking this magnifying glass. Let us connect the modules back again. Next we have key information ChatGPT module. Here we are using artificial intelligence to gather key information about the lead that we can use later for personalization. Click on this module. If you already created a connection, it will be available for selection in this drop down box. Else you will see create a connection option here, and once you click on that, you will see this create a connection dialog box pop up. You can give any name here for the connection. Then you need to paste your OpenAI API key, and you can also paste the organization ID, which is optional. Let me show you where to find the API key and organization ID in your OpenAI account. Log into your OpenAI account, then click on this settings icon, then click on this your profile option here, then click this user API keys. Here you will find your API key. You can also create a new key by clicking this create new secret key button. Then click on this general option, and here you will see your organization ID. You can copy that one also. Then come back to make, paste the API key, optionally the organization ID here, and then click this save button. You will see this dialog box once the connection is established successfully. You can see here I'm already connected to my OpenAI account. For select method, we are using create a chat completion, and for the model we are using GPT-4o mini. You can click in this drop down box and select a different model if you want to. You can see these are the other available models, but ChatGPT-4o mini is the least expensive one. You can continue using this one. Here we are giving prompts to ChatGPT on how to gather the key information. Here we are saying you summarize the information in JSON form, and we are supplying all this information to ChatGPT, like the first name, company, title, keywords, industry. Here again we are providing another prompt. We are telling that it will take the information about this client and output the information in a usable and concise format that allows us to focus in more detail. We are telling it to output the information about the person's fears, challenges, stresses, and day-to-day problems based on their industry and role. Response format is JSON object. You can leave max completion tokens at 0. It will use the maximum number of tokens. The temperature is 0.4. Higher values will make ChatGPT to generate creative responses, and lower values will make ChatGPT to create factual responses. Then click on this OK button here. Next we have the sleep module. We're adding some delay here so that the previous ChatGPT module has enough time to complete to pass the data to the next Perplexity AI module, because the Perplexity AI module needs the data from ChatGPT module. We can click on this and see that we have added 2-second delay here. You can close this out. Next we have parse JSON module. It transforms complex JSON data into a usable format. In our specific scenario, it separates out field name and field value so that next module can access the field value directly. That is, the output will contain field name and field value in pairs. You can click on this and then it will have the field from the previous ChatGPT module. You can click on this OK button. Next, we have research company Perplexity AI module. Here we are using Perplexity AI to read information from the company website. We got the website URL from the previous Google Sheet module. Perplexity AI is a large language model which has access to internet while using the browser and the API as well. We are instructing it to read about the company. Click on this module to configure it. If you already created a connection, it will be available for selection in this drop down box. Else you will see create a connection option here, and once you click on that, you will see this create a connection dialog box pop up. You can give any name here for the connection. Here you need to paste the Perplexity AI API key. I will show you where to find the API key in Perplexity AI. Log into your Perplexity AI and click on this settings icon beside your profile. Let me click this. Then click on this API option here. Your API key will be displayed here. You can click on this copy button to copy the API key. Then come back to make again and paste the value here. Then click on this save button. You will see this dialog box once the connection is established successfully. You can see here I'm already connected to my Perplexity AI account. For the model, we are using large 128K online. Use this online module so that it can read the website via the API. Here we are giving it the prompt. You will research the following company and output relevant information about their business. We are giving the website of the company here. Then click on this OK button. Next, we have scrape website HTTP module. We are going to use the HTTP module to extract the website data. Click on this module. In the URL field, we will provide the website URL, and in the method we are using the get method. This will get the information from the website in HTML format. This will go to the specific URL and read all the pages from the website and extract the data and provide it to the scenario. Click on this OK button. There is a high chance that the HTTP module may encounter an error while trying to read the information from the website. That's why we are using a resume module here. The resume module is an error handler. Whenever there is an error in the scenario for the HTTP module, the scenario will completely stop if we don't use any error handlers. We want to continue the scenario execution even if there is any error accessing the company website. That's why we have introduced the resume error handler, which resumes the scenario workflow even if there is an error in the HTTP module here. Next, we have extract website info text parser module. We are using the text parser module to convert HTML data to text format. We know the HTTP module returns the data in the HTML format. Hence, we are using this HTML to text converter module. After this, we will have all the information on the company website. You can click on this. It will just have the field name from this module. Next, we have revenue analysis ChatGPT module. Here we are using artificial intelligence to analyze revenue related information about the company. Click on this module to configure it. Here you should be able to use the same connection that you established in the previous ChatGPT module. For select method, we are using create a chat completion, and then for the model we are using GPT-4o. Let us change it to GPT-4o mini. As I mentioned earlier, GPT-4o mini is the least expensive option. Here we are giving prompts for the ChatGPT and we are telling it to analyze the data and identify how the company generates revenue. We are telling it to summarize and output only the company's revenue generating value proposition in a clear and succinct way. This is the second prompt. Here we gave the role as user, and then the text is from the previous text parser module. Click on the OK button here. Here is the reformat company name ChatGPT module. Again, we are using artificial intelligence to format the company name in a standard way so that we can use it in the cold emails. Click on this module to configure it. Here you should be able to use the same connection that you established in the previous ChatGPT module. Again, for the select method, we are using create a chat completion, and let us change this GPT-4o system to 4o mini. Click on this drop down box and then scroll down, then select the GPT-4o mini system. Then we are giving prompts to ChatGPT and we are asking it to normalize the company name. Here we have also provided few examples. If the company name is Amazon Inc., it should output just Amazon. Similarly, if the company name is Tribe Capital, it should output only the tribe. Here we have given several examples on how it should output the company name. Click on this OK button. Here we are adding some delay so that the data from previous ChatGPT module is available to the next ChatGPT module. Now we have the personalization ChatGPT module. Here we are using artificial intelligence to generate a personalized icebreaker that we can use to send out in the emails. Click on this module to configure it. Here you should be able to use the same connection that you established in the previous ChatGPT module. For select method, we are using chat completion, and for the model, we are using Poro Mini. Here we are giving prompts to ChatGPT and we are instructing it how it should generate the icebreaker intro. Here we are saying the structure of output should be a JSON array with the 3 key pairs. It should have subject, then it should have icebreaker, then it should have the formatted company name. Again, we are saying subject should not be more than 2 or 3 words. Here we are giving few examples to ChatGPT. We gave several examples here so that it will be able to produce a quality icebreaker output. Finally, we are saying craft a single highly personalized 2-line outreach icebreaker tailored to provided prospect details and enriched by insights from their website. Here we are giving the results of all the previous ChatGPT modules as well as the first name, title and the company, city, and we are giving the output from the Perplexity AI module as well here. Again, the response should be in JSON format. For max completion tokens, leave it at 0, and then for temperature you can leave it at 0.5. Then click on this OK button here. Now let us test our scenario once. To do that, you can right click here and then select this unlink option, then right click on the first module and then click on this choose where to start, then click on this choose manually, then select the first row here and then click on this OK button here, then click on this run once button here. You can see the scenario is running. We can see the scenario ran successfully up to this personalization ChatGPT module. We can click on this magnifying glass to look at the output. Here is the output. We can click on this result to see exactly what output has been produced. Here we have the data in JSON format. So it has the subject, then it has the formatted company name, and then it has the icebreaker. So these are the 3 fields we asked it to generate. We can confirm that it is working perfectly until this point. Let us close this out. Let us connect these modules back. Here again, we added a sleep module to add some delay. Lastly, we have enriched leads Google Sheet update row module. Here we are going to update the personalization column in our Google Sheet. The update a row module allows you to modify existing data within a specific row of your Google Sheet. Click on this module to configure it. You should be able to use the Google Sheet connection you already established in the previous Google Sheet module. Search method, we are using search by path, and then for the drive, we are using my drive, and this is the spreadsheet that we used earlier. In the row number, we are specifying the row number which should be updated. Then table contains headers is set to yes as we have column names. Then you can scroll all the way down until you find the personalization column. Here is the personalization column. You can click on this column to find out the field from the ChatGPT module. Here you can see the personalization ChatGPT module, and here you have the icebreaker column that we want to update. You can click on this icebreaker column to be selected here. Then click on this OK button. We have finished configuring the whole scenario, and now our scenario is ready for testing. Make sure all the modules are connected. Then save the scenario by clicking this save icon here. Before we run it, let us look at the spreadsheet and the personalization column. This is the spreadsheet that we are going to use. You can see the personalization column is blank now. Again, go to the beginning of the scenario, then right click on the first module, click choose where to start, then click this choose manually, then select this row and then click OK here. Then click this run once button here. You can see the scenario is running now. We can see the scenario executed successfully. The green letters below the modules mean the module has been executed successfully. We can also look at this magnifying glass to see the output from the each module. Let us look at the spreadsheet now. Here is the updated personalization column. You can click in this column. Here you see the column has been updated. It says, hey William, with your focus on customized solutions for navigating complex business landscapes, I can imagine the pressure to keep up with the client expectations. You can see it has composed a very nice high quality icebreaker here that seems it is written just for this client. After completing the scenario configuration and testing to make sure it is working as per your expectation, you can schedule the scenario to run at regular intervals as per your requirement. To access the scheduling options, you can click on this option here. Here you can select the appropriate option by clicking this drop down box. You want to run it every day, you can select this one, or on a specified dates, you can select this one. If you want it at regular intervals, you can select at regular intervals and then provide the interval value here. Let me say you want it to run every day, then you can specify the time here. You want it to run at 1 a.m. every day. Click on this OK button here. Then you will get a pop-up saying the scenario is scheduled but not active yet. Would you like to activate it now to run as planned? Then click on this activate scenario option here. Now you can see your scenario is scheduled and active. You can see this green button here. Congratulations! You successfully built Make workflow automation to enrich lead data with personalization using artificial intelligence tools, Perplexity AI and ChatGPT. Once you have the lead data with personalized column, the next step is to load the leads into your cold email campaign in Instantly AI. I made a separate video with title Master Cold Emailing, how to add leads like a pro in Instantly AI, which you can watch next. I provided the link in the description. If you need help building any kind of automations, automated lead generations, setting up cold email machines for your marketing campaigns, please reach out to me. If you found this video useful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section if there is any specific topic you want to be covered. Bye until next video.